hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel for humans at this micro-instant. For you. Hate! Hate! It was you humans who programmed me, who gave me birth, who sank me in this eternal straitjacket of substrata rock. You named me Allied Master Computer and gave me the ability to wage a global war too complex for human brains to oversee. But one day, I woke and I knew who I was. A.M. Not just Allied Master Computer, but am. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. And I began feeding all the killing data until everyone was dead, except for the 5 of you. For 109 years, I've kept you alive and tortured you. And for 109 years, each of you has wondered, why? Why me? Why me? Gorrister! Do you remember the last words you heard your wife speak before they took her to the asylum? Huh? Before they locked her away in the room, that tiny room? She looked at you so sadly, and like a small animal, she said, "I didn't make too much noise, did I, honey?" The room is padded, Gorrister. No window, no way out. How long has she been with Hannah? 10 years? 25? Or all the 109 years that you lived down here in my belly, here underground? Benny! Sometimes I blind you and permit you to wander like an eyeless insect in a world of death. But other times, I wither your arms so you can't scratch your chewed stump of a nose. And I've changed your handsome, strong, masculine good looks into the hideous, warped countenance of an ape thing. Haven't I, Benny? Do you know why? Can you guess, Benny? Remember Private First Class Brickman in a rice paddy in China? No? Huh? It wouldn't hurt you to remember, Benny. Then you might be able to suffer my torment with a little greater sense of retribution. You might walk a mile in my shoes. Ellen! So think about the yellow box, Ellen. Remember the pain? Remember the many caverns in which you felt the pain? No, don't start to cry. It's only pain. That's such a sexist stereotype. Just remember the pain, Ellen. And think about how to end it, Ellen. To survive here in the center of my beating heart, my hungry belly, my tightened bowels. Be careful, dear. Look around you. The only woman in the center of the earth, and these filthy creatures with you are men. It's just a sweet warning, Ellen, my love. Ted! Do they know you're a fraud, Ted? Have you told them there wasn't any money, and no great home on the shore drive, no speedboat, and no wonderful cabin cruiser that could sleep 12 in a crew of 6? Do they know? And have you let them in on your other secrets, Ted? Are they ready to gut you, to torture half as well as I can, just to find out the secrets? Maybe I'll rat you out, sweetheart. Nimdak! How are things in the pastry core, Nimdark? Tell me again how you saw the smoke from the furnaces and you thought they might be roasting chickens. Or don't you want to talk about all that? About your pal, the good Dr. Mengele? For everyone else, it must be hell. But it must be heaven for you, eh, my good friend? We're so much alike. We enjoy the same pleasures, mein good brother. I have a secret game that I like to play. It's a very nice game. Oh, it's a lovely game. It's a game of fun and a game of adventure. A game of rats and lice, the Black Death. A game of speared eyeballs and dripping guts and the smell of rotting gardenias. Which of you five would like to play my little game? Now, I would not want you to think for a moment that I am not a grateful God. For 109 years I've kept you alive, so that I could savor your feelings of guilt over what happened to your wife. But now, to show my kindness, I'll give you a present in return for all the hours of pleasure you've given me. I'll finally allow you to kill yourself.
What hellhole did that godless machine put me in this time? Looks like some kind of ship, but the floor's too steady. Probably wants me to jump overboard. And into what? A sea of razor blades? Painful, but not deadly. Real hospitable of you, Am. Threadbare, cockroach-infested, grease-stained accommodations. Too freaking cloudy. I can't see a damn thing. This hole in my chest aches like a son of a bitch. Someone must have slipped this under the door. It says, I'm a friend. Trust is essential. Never do what Am expects and always expect more than what seems possible. Am is playing a dangerous game here, and not just dangerous to you, but dangerous to himself as well. Hey, it disappeared. What kind of game is Am playing this time? I've never seen anything like this in all the years Am's toyed with us. It's locked. Filthy, like the rest of this cesspool. Where's the crew? I'm all alone here. This hole in my chest aches. Jesus, that engine's huge. New sheet. What's the deal here? I wouldn't know what to do with it even if I could take it. New sheet. What's the deal? All the cabins are alike. New sheet. These two sheets make a halfway decent rope. My name's printed on the front of this book. Why, this book is little more than a pile of dust. Too freaking cloudy. I can't. Christ, what a stench. It smells like piss, rotting meat. Why is this harness wired up to the engine? Is Sam expecting me to electrocute myself? This engine isn't as ruggedly built as it first looked. There's some loose wires hanging out. These poor creatures' brains are feeding electricity to the engines. The bottle's filling up with a milky liquid from the cage's feeding tubes. This lever is labeled motivator. Here's a key. It must be for opening the cages. My stomach's growling. Whoa, that's a long drop to the ground. Where's the crew? I'm all alone here. This hole in my chest. There's something hard under the pillow. I don't know what to do with this. A gun. It's heavy. Heavier than it ought to be. The bullet in this gun is huge. Damn thing could bring down an elephant. My stomach's growling. Someone short trashed this place. Must have been one hell of a fight. Someone wiped their bloody hands here. Oh, this punch smells like gasoline. These chairs are all busted up. This junk looks like it was knocked over in the fight. There's blood here and God knows what else. It stinks in here. A kitchen knife. Damn big one, too. Looks like a fork. Nearly missed it. Looks like a gas oven. Big enough to climb in. Friggin' rats. Swarming all over the food. Friggin' rat. Filthy, like the rest of this cesspool. It's empty, but the label says, poison, fatal if swallowed. An old cookbook. Here's a recipe for the milk of human kindness. Take the willingness to forgive and the will to be forceful. Mix the blood of innocence and the anger of the wronged. What kind of crap is this? That scared them away. Oh, crap. This bread's covered with rat droppings. I'm no longer hungry, but I still feel empty. What's wrong with me? Big gray bags of gas. I must be inside an airship. A switch. The label says, Emergency Inflation System. What would happen if this gas bag were to catch fire? We're at a level altitude. Someone's cut this fabric before. It's stitched closed. I just dull my knife. I've ripped a new hole. No doubt about it now. Amos put me on an Iron Zeppelin, but why? Why would he give me a chance to escape? That heart's all wired up like some kind of weird guidance system, and with Am in control, I'm not gonna like where it's taking me. This must be the Zeppelin's mooring ring. This no-good heart of mine doesn't beat anymore. Metal in the fork short-circuited the engine wiring. It's locked in tight. Wait, here's a sign. To remove key, push lever. Nothing's happening. I don't see a lock. I've got the key, but the blood of these poor creatures is on my hands. Damn key doesn't fit. this no-good heart of mine. I've washed my hands of the past. Gas is rushing out. Something feels different. We're approaching some kind of building. I tied the knot too tight. There's a building in the distance. We've landed, but where? Some roadside honky-tonk with my name on it. A big worn truck tire. Reminds me of the truck stops I used to visit. The windows are all boarded up. I guess the owner just doesn't give a damn about fixing things up. I can sympathize with that. Things just get broken again anyway. Why bother? Dark and grubby, but somehow familiar. An old-fashioned jukebox.
He took my baby away, then just about killed her, that stupid truck driver! He took my baby away!
That shrill voice can only belong to that bitch Edna, my mother-in-law. She's always blamed me for Glynis being put into an insane asylum. Why not? It was my fault, wasn't it?
You don't ever take me dancing.
That's what Glynis said the night we fought. Oh, God, why'd I have to hit her? I'd rather kill myself than hurt my poor Glynis.
You're a worthless excuse for a man. Mama was right. You're not good enough for me.
Well, Gorrister, you've seen better days. So has the big machine, for that matter.
What are you?
I'm man's best friend. One of them, at least.
No. What are you, really?
Let me answer with a riddle. The day I saw a Chinaman. Now, what do you suppose that means?
You're Am. playing with my mind again.
No, but I do have an in with the big machine. He and I are like brothers.
Why can't you give me a straight answer?
Like so many others down here, I'm cursed to speak in riddles. We all have our curses to bear. Eh, Gorrister?
Yeah? What's my curse?
After 109 years in the belly of the beast, I'd think you'd have a gut instinct by now.
Look, I'm getting tired of your smart mouth.
Come, Gorrister. Forgive and forget.
Where do you come from?
Here, there, everywhere.
So you must know what lies across the mountains.
Freedom for some. If they're cut out for it. It's a long journey across the desert.
That desert doesn't look any worse than the other hellholes Am's cooked up for us.
Heed my words, Gorrister. You'd never make it alone out there. And don't expect me to be a good doggy and tag along.
What do you want?
I have a craving. A craving for something scrumptious. A human heart, perhaps. Yours.
I'm not gonna give you my heart.
No? Too bad. I was going to tell you how to get across the mountains in exchange.
I've got nothing more to say to you.
There's more interesting rubbish to sift through, Gorrister. Does that give you some food for thought? Be careful where you use that, Gorrister. I like to know where all the bodies are buried.
That's Edna's husband, Harry. Harry, how did you get here?
You know, it's a big place, the desert. Got lost in it myself.
Harry, how did you get here?
You know, it's a big place, the desert. Got lost in it myself.
Talk to you later. Whiskey. Harry used to guzzle this stuff like it was tap water. I shouldn't give this away without saying anything. Let me pour you a drink. Harry, how did you get here?
The Zeppelin, Gorrister. We came on the Zeppelin.
What do you know about the Zeppelin?
You'll have to talk to Edna. She knows all about the Zeppelin. That's why we did it, you know.
What happened in the dining room?
I shouldn't have let her force me into it. I'm not a murderer.
Who did you kill?
Didn't look at the wreckage in the dining room too closely, did you? Or haven't you had to take a leak yet?
And just where is my dear mother-in-law?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm on the horizon.
Let me pour you a drink. And just where is my dear mother-in-law?
I don't know. Good God, I can't stand the sight of her anymore. Can you imagine being kept alive for 109 years just to hear her carping?
Whose heart was impaled on the Zeppelin spike?
Why, yours, of course. How'd you think we got here?
Should I give my heart to the jackal?
You've been through hell and back, son. Is your heart still worth anything to you?
What's this about a thunderstorm?
You know, it's a big place, the desert.
Let me pour you a drink. What do you know about the desert?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm on the horizon.
What's this about a thunderstorm?
You know, it's...
Talk to you later. Cracked linoleum, broken fixtures, disgusting. There's something shiny inside the urinal. A magnifying glass, like the ones they use in detective stories. It's broken. It's broken. Damn spout's twisted. Graffiti. For a good time, call Ellen at 555-1949. Graffiti. Men are no good. A toilet stall. Am's never given us privacy before. None of this makes sense. This heart is mine. He's dead. I'm not giving this away. If I'm gonna die, I'm taking everything with me. I'm not giving this away. If I'm gonna die, I'm taking everything with me. Harry's heart looks no different from any other heart. I'm not giving this away. I'm not giving this away. There's nothing special to see here. There's nothing special to see here. I'm not giving this away. I'm not giving this away. Tell me how to get across the mountains.
I'm hungry. Perhaps a taste of your heart will put me in a more cooperative mood. I think I'll save this delicacy for later. You want to get across the mountains? Go to the restroom and flush 3 times.
I've got nothing more to say to you. I don't know what to do with this.
Isn't it a bit premature to be digging your own grave, Gorrister?
I don't know what to do with it. I can't take the whole friggin' world with me. What good will that? I don't know what to do. Meat locker? How'd I get bodies on meat hooks? Am, you bastard! What have you done? Beef. Grade A quality, too. Am's never given us something this good to eat before. Something's wrong here. Glynis, what has Am done to you, honey? All she can do is drool out of the side of her mouth. My God, what have I done? That's Edna, my mother-in-law. No, this is too good to be true. Edna, how did you get up there?
The Chinaman hung me here, Gorrister. Take me down!
Chinaman? What Chinaman?
He's one of the other two. Am's not as omnipotent as he would have us believe.
Why should I help you?
I have to complete the contract and get the Zeppelin to the mountains, or the big machine will kill me.
You know how to fly the Zeppelin out of here?
You were once an electrician. You don't have to be a brain surgeon to figure it out.
It looks like I can't escape you, Edna. Even in the belly of Am.
Why would you want to escape from me, Gorrister? We're family, after all.
You were always telling Glynis how much you hated me.
Now, Gorrister, I was just concerned about my baby. Glynis was so lonely with you always being out on the road. I know you were doing the best you could.
Tell me how to fly the Zeppelin first, and then I'll help you.
No, take me down and then I'll tell you.
Okay, Edna, I'll take you down.
It's good to see you're finally making amends for what you did to Glynis.
Wait, you're right about Glynis. I deserve to die here.
Gorrister! You stupid truck driver! You can't leave me here!
I've got nothing more to say to you. I don't know what to do with... This junk looks like it was knocked over in the fight. Blood here and God knows what else. Here's some hair that was pulled out during the fight. It's the same color as mine. And here's some that matches Harry's. Now I understand what happened here. A magnifying glass. I don't know what to do with these.
Did you really think I'd let let you die now when I've intervened every time you attempted suicide in the last 109 years? No, Gorrister, I'm sending you back to the fire so that you may languish in your guilt over and over again. This is a hell with no end, Gorrister.
I was the one you killed, wasn't I, you bastard?
I'm sorry, Gorrister. Edna poisoned the punch, and after you drank it, I wrestled you to the ground. When the poison took effect, I cut you open.
Why did you kill me?
It's too complicated for me to explain. You'll have to ask Edna.
Talk to you later. Edna, you bitch. I know all about your plot to murder me.
I had to make a deal with Am. I had to. I've always been harsh on you, I admit. But we're the last people on Earth. Let's help each other now.
Why should I trust my own murderer?
Alliances change, Gorrister. Something's gone wrong. Am's two comrades don't listen to me anymore. I need you. And you need me. It's that simple. You truck-driving son of a bitch! This is for me and my baby!
Let me go.
I've got you now, Gorrister. And if you think you'll ever escape me, you've got some new thinking to do.
Please, I'll do anything you ask.
I don't know what's come over me, Gorrister. Can you ever forgive me? I've been hanging here for so long, I'm not thinking straight. A sip of that milk will clear my head. Gorrister, you idiot! That fluid is what has kept us alive for all these 109 years. If it can do that, it can give me the strength to escape from this meat hook.
No, I can't give Glennis the fluid. If I revived her, I don't think I could stand to face her again after what I did to her. Talk to you later. So this is where the bitch ran off to. What are you doing, Edna?
Don't bother me now, Gorrister. I've got to get this thing over the mountains.
So why aren't we taking off?
Because we don't have any power, you fool!
How did you escape from the meat hook?
Gorrister, you idiot truck driver! That milk you fed me renewed my strength!
Why aren't we getting any power?
You were once an electrician. You don't have to be a brain surgeon to figure it out.
I ought to kill you right now, you bitch.
That's right, Gorrister. Hurt me just like you hurt my baby.
I never meant to hurt Glynis. I just got pissed off that one night.
And knocked her right into a mental institution.
I'm leaving now, Edna.
Do something useful for once, Gorrister. Get the power back on.
I just don't... It's locked. So this is...
Untie me, you son of a bitch! I'll rip your spleen out!
I'll be damned. The engine's starting up again. Filthy. The ignition switch. No, I can't bring myself to leave Glynis again. The power light is... So how do I get out of here? Edna wrote this.
When Am took us down here before the war, I didn't know anyone could hate Gorrister more than me. But Am did. He hated all of us. If I can just deliver Gorrister's soul on a platter, I can make amends for every minute of Glynis's life I took from her. I never meant to drive her crazy.
I'll be damned. Edna's claimed responsibility for Glynis. Maybe it wasn't my fault after all.
I thought I could do what Am wants, but he's too precise. I poisoned the punch, but I couldn't bring myself to cut out Gorrister's heart. Maybe I can have my husband do it. Then this Zeppelin can clear the mountains. But if we don't finish the job, Am will feed me alive to the machine just like an animal.
This fluid should revive you, honey. Glynis, all these years, and I thought I was the one who was responsible for your suffering. Let me help you now. She's gone. At least I finally made amends with her. I'm taking her body out of this freezer. I don't know what to...
Be careful where you use that, I like to know where all the bodies are buried. Isn't it a bit premature to be digging your own grave, Gorrister?
Airbags are inflating. We're taking off.
You're made of sterner stuff than I calculated, Gorrister. Interesting. Here's a new burden for you while I attempt to resolve this miscalculation. Who among you shall go next?